Ladies and gentlemen, g'day and welcome back to the channel. My name's Economics Mate and this is World of Tanks Blitz. And following on my video from yesterday where I basically spoke about, why Blitz is not fun anymore and why I think if you're not enjoying Blitz as a whole, then you should probably uninstall. You should probably stop playing Blitz entirely. If you genuinely don't like playing anymore and it's not fun and it feels like a burden, then why are you still playing? Seriously, why do you still play any game? If it feels like a burden, it feels like all you're doing is just because you have to play, you're going to play. No, it should be you want to play because you want to have fun. And if you're not going to have fun, well, let's face it, there's no point in playing a game, especially when it comes to World of Tanks Blitz. It's just unfortunate that Blitz is in a position right now that it's inevitable that things are going to happen that you're just not going to have the opportunity that we used to have when we were playing Blitz before. So, in this video, we're going to be talking about how Wargaming can fix World of Tanks Blitz to make it more fun for everyone. Now, surprise, surprise, most of the people that obviously commented on the video from yesterday basically agreed with what I said. There were some people that said, well, I still managed to have fun in Blitz, it's not as enjoyable as it used to be. And they're absolutely right. And update 5.5 was one of the biggest things, one of the biggest issues that I think with Blitz being not fun anymore, basically. Well, it's not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable as it used to be. And I mean, we've had these game modes for so long. We've had these game modes for so long now. Gravity and Uprising and stuff like that. We haven't had Big Boss in a while. And Big Boss is probably the most fun out of all of them, to be fair. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So, here we go. This is my list of things that I think Wargaming should do in order to improve Blitz as a whole. Number one, and to make Blitz more fun. Oh, God almighty. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, but, instances like this, where you're playing a fun game mode like Gravity, and you just got idiots in a VK168 just absolutely jump on top of you, thinking that they're going to do some kind of damage, is just hilarious. Anyway, what was I going to say? Okay, yeah, well, I mean, stuff like this is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny when you have instances like this where you got, massive super heavy tanks going at ridiculous speeds. That's funny, right? That's fun. That's fun, right? What isn't fun? I love how I did more damage to him than he did to me. This isn't really helping my cause, is it? It's not really helping my cause. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes. Blitz needs to change, okay? And I'm thinking, oh my God, that shot fucking went absolutely nowhere. That shot went nowhere. Here's one of the biggest things. Game modes. Give us different kind of game modes. We've had the same game modes for so long now. It'd be nice to see something different. It'd be nice to see something different. And I'm dead. It'll be really, really nice to see something different for once, As I said in yesterday's video, why can't Wargaming implement something like Battle Royale mode or something like that, something along those lines? I don't understand why we can't do it. It's doable. As I said, World of Tanks PC had it. Why can't Blitz have it? It just doesn't make sense to me why Blitz wouldn't be able to have it. And it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate that we're not able to have tanks like that being introduced into Blitz, because I would game modes that are not interested in Blitz like that, because I would absolutely love to have tanks and certain tank lines and certain game modes be introduced from World of Tanks PC. We can have a what do you call it? We can have a Sturmtiger event. I mean, we had the Mark 1 heavy tank. Why can't we have the Sturmtiger event? Why can't they bring back World of Ducks, for God's sake? World of Ducks was so much fun. It's such a stupid game mode, but it was fun because it was stupid. Why can't we have that? I don't understand. We honestly need different game modes. Gravity is fun and all when you're playing a super heavy tank, but it just gets repetitive. It gets repetitive constantly. And I just think there needs to be some kind of adjustments. There needs to be some kind of discussion with the the Wargaming devs, with the Blitz community, and they can just listen to it. Just listen to what we have to say. We want more game modes. Look at this guy, by the way. Yeah, I managed to hit him. We'll take that shot any day of the week. I knew that shot by the time it hits him was going to hit him eventually. Oh, that was hilarious. Anyway, like the Type 5 Heavy, for instance, is another prime example of a stupid heavy tank being added into Blitz, and not as a tech tree, by the way. I know we all wanted it to be a tech tree, but for crying out loud, they would have to have balanced everything else in order to fit it into the tech tree. Anyway, as I said, like Type 5 Heavy, it was a stupid tank to add to Blitz, but guess what? It's so much fun to play. And that, I think, is a great example of something that they did that we all enjoyed. We all enjoyed seeing the Type 5 Heavy in Blitz, and now seeing it absolutely just be a meme of a tank. It's just a meme of the tank. It's just a meme of a tank, honestly. Like, oh, for God's sake, it's freaking the armor didn't pen. It's a meme of a tank. Like, look how big it is. You ready? Look how freaking massive the tank is. Oh my God. And in gravity, it just absolutely screams. This freaking RNG, man. This freaking RNG. Okay, so game modes. We need more game modes. We need to have some kind of variety in a sense. Like every couple weeks, we get every couple weeks, or every fortnight, whatever it is, we get a different game mode that we can enjoy and we can play and not take the game seriously. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to take the game seriously to enjoy it. There are some people that do that. A lot of pro players and whatnot, they like to get sweaty and whatnot, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I tend to play the game now for just fun. I just want to have fun. I want to rewind. I want to be able to just rewind. And unfortunately, you can't do that nowadays with Blitz because it's just such a frustrating thing. Yes, game modes are a thing, and yes, game modes can provide that kind of, I guess you could say, therapeutic gameplay, but at the end of the day, it just gets repetitive. And it's, it would be fun to have something like, what Wargaming are introducing with World of Tanks 2.0, where they're giving individual, single storylines, single player storylines, which is awesome. I'd love to have that for Blitz. That'd be awesome to have. And again, the Battle Royale thing that they had, the Battle Royale game mode that they introduced for PC many years ago, that thing was so much fun. That was so much fun to play. I enjoyed that, because every time you, obviously, it was kind of like gun game in Call of Duty, where every time you got a kill, you upgraded your tank. You got, a new sort of tier, or a different kind of tank. You had a tank that had low alpha, a small tank, a light tank, and then you went to a medium tank with slightly bigger alpha, and then you went to a medium tank with even bigger alpha, and then you went to a heavy tank, and then you went to a super heavy tank, and then you went tank destroyer, and then an artillery. It's just fun. I want to have that kind of gameplay in Blitz, where you just don't take the game seriously, just enjoy it. That shot was completely unheard of and completely uncalled for, as this XM takes off on the XM Airlines. So that's number one. The game modes, having different game modes. Number two, tech tree lines. As I was saying, just introduce more tech tree lines. I want to see different tech tree lines from Water Tanks PC and even Water Tanks console. It'd be great to see some of those tanks implemented into Blitz. And I've spoken about this already, and a lot of people said, well, you don't have to have new tech tree lines to make the game fun, which is fine. There's no reason why there shouldn't be. It's just, it'd be nice to have some kind of variety. That's number two. Number three, and this is probably a big thing, fix the matchmaker, for God's sake. Water Tanks PC 2.0 fixed the matchmaker to the point where even the pros were saying, wow, this is actually a decent change to the matchmaker. They're actually impressed by the matchmaker. And I would love to see something very similar being implemented in the business. Now, obviously, they've sort of removed the aspect of having +2, -2 matchmaking, which, fair enough. I think +2, -2 matchmaking would be awesome to have back in Blitz. It was so much fun back in the day, in the early days of Blitz. I just don't know why they don't reintroduce it into Blitz. But anyway, onwards and upwards. That would be number three. Something a bit different. Introducing, or rather reintroducing, the old battle music. If you don't know what I mean, go look up old music or old soundtrack, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, every time you went into a battle, it felt like it was an experience. You felt like, wow, this is awesome. Like, this is cool. I get to see and I get to hear what this map would, what this map would sound like if it had music or a theme for it, But anyway, beggars can't be choosers, am I right? You can't always have what you want. So yeah, reintroducing some of the old stuff that Blitz had Like, I'd like to see that. I would really like to see some of the old things that Blitz used to have brought back. Not spare parts. Please don't say spare parts, because, yeah, not spare parts. But yeah, definitely that aspect right there. So that's number three. Number four, whatever it may be. Another one to make Blitz more fun would be regular community challenges. Regular community challenges. Engage with the community. Ask them what they want to see and make a challenging event for them, for the community, whereby it is out, not just inside Blitz, but also outside of Blitz. Wargaming used to do it a lot, where you can design camouflages, you can design avatars, you can design, like maybe attachments or 3D skins for tanks. That would be awesome. I'd love to see that making a return to Blitz. We very rarely see that now. You know, there's only like maybe one YouTuber that kind of does it. What's her name? Amunette. She sometimes does it, you know, and some of the challenges like drawing and whatnot, but like, it's not enough. I want to see something better. I want to see something more engaging with the community and challenging the community. So definitely something that would make people enticed to actually play the game and actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, use their inspiration and have fun playing the game, whilst obviously engaging with the community. So that's another thing as well. And probably the last point I would probably like to make regarding how to make Blitz more fun, not just the game modes and whatnot, but just the general layout of Blitz. Like, I don't like the UI that we have right now, the garage UI, with all of these tabs for draws, for offers, for battle pass, for events, for bigger events. It's like a quest, I should probably say. Smooth it out. Bring back the old UI. Bring back the old design in the garage, you know, where it felt like a nostalgia trip. And a lot of people are saying just bring back old Blitz. And I would love to have a classic Wotb mode where you can just dive in and just reminiscence on the old Blitz, because it was just a different time and it was more fun to play back then. Like, you picked up your device to play Water Tanks Blitz because you enjoyed it, not because you have to grind stats or to be the best or to get the next tech tree line or to prove a point to someone. No, you played it because you enjoyed playing the game, and that's the premise of a game. That's what a game is supposed to be for. It's supposed to be for you to enjoy, to have fun, not to be a burden, not to be something that you have to do, like it's a responsibility. You have to do it. Or an obligation, basically. So anyway, I want to know what you guys think, what you guys would do to fix Blitz at the current time. We spoke about matchmaking. I guess as well you could say the toxicity and whatnot, but I mean, let's face it, toxicity is actually pretty funny. Like, as some people may not like it, I think it's pretty hilarious when people go absolutely off their chockers for the most stupidest things ever. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below, how you would fix Blitz. I'd love to see your opinions on this and what you would say about this. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves, look after your friends and family, peace in the Middle East and everywhere else in this beautiful world. And as always, I will catch all you bloody legends in the next one. Bye-bye.